So what are advanced storm precautions? Well, one, survey your home for the best safe spot. Now, a safe room, cellar, or basement is best. Here's one that survived the Piedmont tornado. This one, the door was gone, probably not as well constructed. I don't know if we had fatalities with that, but we had fatalities with this storm. But if you purchase one of these, make sure it's properly constructed. But if you don't have that, you always think lowest level, smallest room, center part of the house, closet or bathroom, middle part of the house, put a helmet on, but shatter-resistant goggles, long sleeve shirt, long pants, and shoes. After a tornado hits, there's a lot of stuff on the ground you don't want to walk on. If you do not feel good about your home safe spot, closet or bathroom, center part, check with the neighbors to see where the closest sturdy shelter is located, and then ask permission to use it, even if they're not home. Do it now. Waiting can result in a tragedy. You need to survey the route you drive to work. What's along there? Is there a building you might get in if a tornado comes along? The route to school. What building would you go into there if a tornado comes along and you're right there with it? And when you go to the shopping center, look at those. Most shopping centers, the buildings are not safe, but look for the safest place in case it ever happens. Probably won't, but try it. Find spots along the roads where you can take shelter if necessary. I mentioned the big buildings. A ditch is not a good idea. A car is a horrible idea. You do not want to be in a car, in a tornado at the same time. At your normal destinations, look the structures over and decide where the best shelter would be. Survey where you work and decide where the best shelter is. If you have a good shelter at home, advise your friends where you shelter in place. There's a slight risk of being trapped for a short time, so arm yourself with bottled water and a fully charged wireless phone in order to advise others of your status. Be sure you make advanced plans with your children. You may not be with them when the storm comes along. How will you contact them? Where will you meet? It's very, very important, planning ahead. Now, one very important thing, you can survive a tornado when you shelter in place in your home. Many, many people do. Some don't, but many, many people do. Small tornado, you're okay. Big tornado, you're not. Many people have survived, but the greater the strength of the tornado, the greater the likelihood for maximum threat, maximum winds, and maximum damage. Now, it's officially recommended that one shelter in place, no matter the strength of the tornado. You know, lowest level, smallest room, center part, that thing. But we know from damage patterns, sometimes nothing is left. Unfortunately, with an EF4 tornadoes and all EF5 twisters, the pad where your home was is swept clean. No bathroom, no closet, no bathtub, no pipes. There's nothing left. This says make plans now for what you're going to do. If you don't have a safe spot at home, figure it out now. What's the plan? What are you going to do when the next tornado comes along?
The purple is probably the likely area for significant tornadoes, and that includes the Oklahoma City area. Plan now, make your decisions now, and make your decisions with respect to your kids, where you work, what you're doing, okay? So stay with us here at News 9. We'll keep you advised.
Tornado precautions are pretty simple, but your actions may be different from storm to storm based on what you've experienced or seen. For example, if it is known that the approaching tornado is not large and or close by, sheltering in place is best. If the approaching tornado is large, for example, and over an hour away, you may have time to move to a place of safety previously identified. The decision to leave your structure, your home, wherever you are, is a life decision, and it must be made with great care and great knowledge. Items to keep in mind: speeds and distance covered. A movement of 60 miles an hour by a tornado means the storm is moving a mile every 60 seconds. 60 seconds. You don't have time to pick anything up. Direction of tornado movement: primarily, tornadoes come in from the southwest, move toward the northeast, and the next highest frequency is from the west to the east, and then the next is northwest down to the southeast. Now, what do you put in your tornado safe bag? Well, you need water, you need some topical antibiotic, Band-Aids, you need some money. You have credit cards, but usually all the power is gone and you can't charge anything by credit within walking distance, so you need some cash. You need a fully charged cell phone. You need a helmet. If you don't want to wear it, get it for your kids. Shatter-resistant goggles, like I've been talking about, and you need a weather radio. Just a few items like that will take care of you.